Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to another video by yours truly, 'tis I, GodOfKnockers. And today, I want to get something very clear. In case you didn't read the disclaimer at the beginning of this video, yes, I'm going to be talking about a certain subject. No, I'm not going to be talking about anybody in particular. The views and opinions are mine and mine alone. I probably guess you saw this by now, but knowing you, you probably are like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever, there's nothing new here. So it's important we get that out of the way. So please don't make any assumptions or try to make it seem like there's a hidden agenda here. I don't roll like that. I'm a straight shooter. I always tell it like it is. There is no hidden messages or coded words or anything. And if you think that, please stop watching this video. You're just wasting your time and everybody else's. All right? Off you pop. But if you're not that type of person and you like to keep an open mind and you like to hear what I'm saying, and if my smooth, wonderful voice is keeping you soothing and calm, then by all means, keep on listening. So, there is a common phrase that a lot of gamers and people online have said when they have been banned from just about anything. And this phrase, 100% of the time, means, yeah, that's a lie, okay? The phrase in question is, and I quote, "I was banned for no reason." Whenever you hear somebody say that phrase, whenever you see it typed up or posted somewhere, 100 times out of 100 times, they were banned for a reason. So you're sitting there wondering, but how do you know that to be true? I mean, there have been people who have been banned for wrong reasons. Yeah, which ones? See, the thing about this phrase is that we just believe it right off the bat. Someone says they were banned for no reason. You know that there are people online who will abuse their powers, so you must automatically assume that this phrase and statement is true. And oftentimes, you would be right, but many a times, the vast majority of the times, you would be wrong and misled by people who said it. Because the people who said that they've done nothing wrong are in fact the people who, actually did something wrong. In this day and age, the most things you can get banned from are games and Discord servers. And that's where that phrase commonly comes from. I was banned from a server for no reason, or I was banned from a server because of this particular thing, but they never go into full detail. They just never seem to do it. And that's where the cautionary tale comes in, because I actually saw this shit go down back in February of this year being 2025, the worst year of the United States of America. Fuck. This country is broken, man. Anyway, it all started in a Discord server, and yes, it's about a game, and yes, it is about the status of that game, but no, I'm not going to tell you what the game is, I'm not going to mention what the server was, and we're not going to mention the person whatsoever, because this is not about a headhunting mission, this is not about shaming people, this is not about bringing attention to a matter that has already been resolved. This story that I'm about to tell you is a cautionary tale of how not to act. If you fuck up, you fuck up. You own up to that shit, and you learn from it, and you do better going forward. If you can try to fix it, you try to fix it. If it can't be fixed, if they're not going to give you a second chance, onward you move, off you pop, go into the world wiser. With that said, here's the story. In February, this individual in question, was, in the Discord server, and it was the top of the morning when they posted this thing. It was around February 25th, something along those lines, I want to say. And anyway, at around 10:05 a.m. my time, they posted two things. And in the first post, it was new feature for Steam for early access games. In the post, it was a link from Engadget, and it says that Steam will label early access games that haven't been updated in a while. It will start adding notes on early access games' official pages if they haven't been updated in a while. And then at around 10:19 a.m., they posted, better hurry before they get noted, I guess. And then all of a sudden, those comments disappeared. Poof. So in this particular Discord, there is a rule where you are not to antagonize or provoke or threaten, demand, or harass about the status of the game that the developers are making. They have a Discord for this game. It's a community Discord. We're all in there vibing, chilling, gelling, helping out each other as best as we can, and waiting for new updates from the developers as they come. The one thing that we're not supposed to do when it comes to these rules, and this is in community rules, very clear, we do not threaten or harass the mods. when it comes to the game. We don't threaten the mods, we don't harass the developers, we we behave ourselves and we wait. Okay? We just chill the fuck out. If they say, please don't make those demands, they mean it. Don't do that. And this is something that should be a rule to every Discord stream, to every Discord server, not stream. Every Discord server. Actually, you know what? Every stream. Anywhere where the developers are, this should be a rule that they should not feel threatened or harassed of any kind. Okay? None whatsoever. When it comes to making a game. A good example of this is Destiny 2. The community manager and several developers actually left the platform because they were legitimately harassed and threatened because they didn't like the answer that the developer gave about something that they had been working on. And it was something that was like, hey, you can talk to these people, you can discuss things, you can do a little tit for tat. And they just went on a tirade and harassed them to the point where it's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Holy shit. So to have that kind of rule in place, that's perfectly good. That's great. All right? Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually a very good rule to have. Don't harass or do anything and all that other shit. That's good. That's great. All right? Perfectly fine. Anyway, this person posted these two posts. The first post was new feature for Steam for early access games. Post a link to Engadget. And then post at a few minutes of not long later, about 14 minutes later, better hurry before they get noted, I guess, which is a passive aggressive way of saying, tell us the update. Give us an update. Give us an update. It's passive aggressive. Don't do that. Do not do that. All right? Don't do it. They did it anyway, and they got yeeted. Shortly after this, they did a live stream, which lasted 7 hours. A 7-hour live stream. What the holy shit? 7. Fuck. And this live stream was just absolutely ridiculous. So, in said live stream, you're going to appreciate this, they had it where it was the game in question was running in the background. They were doing a specific activity. And they had big words that said, at work, in the stream. This was on Twitch. And they had a little section in the corner that said, this is what got me Discord banned for posting LMAO. In the title of this stream's gone, by the way. It was deleted, so you're not going to find it anywhere. It simply said, dead game, boycott this crap, devs Discord banned for posting stream policies. The part that they left out was that they passively aggressively were trying to demand an update from the developers, which again, you don't do. That's considered harassment, and they will kick you out for that. New feature for Steam for early access games. Posts the post, but doesn't mention that shortly after that they typed, better hurry before they get noted, I guess. Which is harassment. You're passively aggressively saying, give us an update on the game. Not supposed to do that. They got yeeted. And so they go on this little tirade where they have the little thing. Now, this lasted 7 hours. They came back, finally from work, and started typing in chat. And I saw the chat. In that chat, the person that said that they were Discord banned for posting actually admitted that they were trying to provoke the developers into giving them a status update on the game. The thing that they said that they were banned for doing, because they were banned for no reason, they give the actual reason, and it was just. This is why you should never do shit like this. Please don't do shit like this. Because when you do something, when you fuck up, your best course of action is to learn from your mistake and don't repeat it again. That's all you have to do. Just learn from what you've done and don't do it again. They couldn't be bothered to do even that. Look, if you're impatient, if you're the type of person that feels that you need to know something or what have you, if you have no chill, okay, fine. It's better to just go and do something else. All right? But there is no rule, there's no action, there's no impatience, there's no any type of negative traits or qualities that you have that justify violating a rule so intensely that you get permanently kicked out of someplace. And the way to go with this, to try and do this for spite, oh, they kicked me out for posting this? Well, I'm going to get them. Yeah, I'm going to tell them that their game is terrible, and I'm going to tell them that their devs are either dirty or something, or the boy crop, whatever it is they're working on. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're the one that fucked up, and you got called for it. Fuck around and find out. When you fuck around, you find out. You can't get mad that someone found out for you, helped you find out what you were trying to find out. That's not how this works. Okay? The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. You're the one that finds out. That's how this works. You can't get mad at the person for helping you find out what you were trying to find out. That's not how that works. No, Stephen. No. By the way, that's not the actual person's name. I'm just throwing out names like Stephen, Gary, Philip, George, Kyle, Keith, Jimmy, Bob. God, Bob's a terrible name. Okay, I'm getting off the beaten path here. But the bottom line is that if you fuck up in a Discord server or anywhere, even if it's in a game or in a forum or wherever you post or whatever you say, wherever you're saying it, if you get banned from someplace, your initial response should not be to try and shit on the people who called you out for your bullshit and weren't going to tolerate it anymore. Your initial response should be learn from your mistakes, realize where you went wrong, realize that what you did was wrong, and then learn from that and grow. If you have a chance to make amends, try your best to do that. But ultimately, if you just don't get that second chance, learn from what you have done and do better next time. All right? Because when you're the type of person who says, and I quote, "I got banned for no reason," you got banned for a reason. That's what the story is about. They went on a tirade saying that they were banned for no reason, or they were banned for just doing something simple and innocent, left out simple, minute details, and then they told on themselves. And they actually did that in chat. They actually said what they were doing. They knew that they were harassing the dev. They knew that they were pushing the devs into doing something that they weren't supposed to do, into doing something. They weren't going to do it at all. And you just went and did it anyway because you had no patience. Whether it's passive aggressive, whether it's direct, whether it's beating around the bush, whether it's more like just saying, hey, here's a 25-page manifesto or essay about why you should tell people what's going on with your game as soon as they ask, don't do that. Follow the rules, don't be a dick, and you will not get kicked out of anything. And if you do get kicked out, learn from the mistake, because the second that you go in saying, yeah, I was kicked out of someplace for no reason, you're literally telling everyone that has a pulse and a brain with wrinkles in it, yeah, you did something you shouldn't have did and they kicked you out. Don't be that guy. That's what the whole point is. Be any type of person you want to be. Don't be the person that just does and says stupid shit, gets kicked out, and then like, I'm going to shit on you for calling me on my shit because you shouldn't have did that. I felt you wronged me. Haha. That's just dumb. Don't be dumb. Okay? Follow the rules. Pay attention to what you're doing. Own up to your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and carry on. Don't do this whole they banned me for no reason shit. You are literally telling on yourself. It's like people who say, I'm a nice guy. No, you're not, bitch. You're not a nice guy. You're a terrible person and you're just saying that to hide it. But we know deep down, you're not a nice person. It's the same thing with this. Please don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. I was GodOfKnockers. It was really nice telling you about this and talking to you. I would appreciate if you liked, comment, and subscribe to this video. The comments are being held because, holy shit, I'm getting so much spam and people trying to put down double accounts of stuff to foreign links and stuff, which is something that YouTube should look into fixing. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on, man. Alright? But other than that, I was GodOfKnockers. I will see you in the next one. Take care, be excellent to each other, and just follow the freaking rules, will ya? Laters.